So today's video is going to be a little different. I actually am going to be talking to you guys about money saving tips and kind of affording luxury. So I thought this was a really important video to do for you guys and to kind of talk about ways that I have found that work for me as far as saving money. So hopefully this is helpful to some of you guys. And I apologize in advance if it's a little chatty, but I think that's kind of just the nature of these videos. So we'll go ahead and get started. Number one, buying in bulk. So I found this to be really helpful when you're talking about daily essentials. So I'm talking paper towels, toilet paper, lotion, bars of soap. All of those things are really pricey when you go to the store. If you're just going to Target or Walmart, even if you have a coupon, they can be kind of expensive still. So what I found is if I buy these in bulk from big discount warehouses like Costco or Sam's Club or places like that, I know that it's an initial investment as far as, making a purchase, buying in such a large quantity, but it lasts for a lot longer. So I find that, I save myself money because it's not something that I continually have to be buying on a regular basis. I can go at least, a month, without having to repurchase these items. So that seems to help kind of balance things out when I'm trying to save money. The second item that I wanted to talk to you guys about was subscription services. What I'm talking about is more things like Amazon Prime, so if you sign up for their subscription services. So I find this really helpful, especially when I had my sons. One was when you have a newborn or a little, infant, you can't always get to the store as easy as you'd like to. So subscription services I found for things like diapers and formula. One, not only is it very convenient to just order those things online and put them in a reoccurring order, where they come on a monthly basis or however the frequency you want. But two, I found that I saved a lot of money doing this. So for example, diapers. So if I bought the large quantity boxes of diapers on subscription from Amazon, I saved at least $10 off versus buying them in, in a retail store like Target or Walmart, one of those places. And the other part was if I bundled my items, so let's say like for example with Amazon, if I put 5 things on subscription, then I get an additional 15% off my total purchase. So for me, that was one way where I was really able to save a lot of money on, the things that you just can't get away from buying, like diapers, formula. I even bought like their baby lotion, their bubble bath, stuff like that, to bathe them, and other things. I'm trying to think off the top of my head, but there were a lot of things that I purchased through the Amazon subscription service while the boys were really little that saved me not only a lot of money, but also time, right? And you guys know when you have little infants, time isn't always on your side, if that makes any sense. So they take over your whole world. So anyways, so subscription services, look into them if you haven't already. The third thing is coupons, 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 and Ebates. So I can't stress this enough. Anytime that you're looking to make a purchase, or even if it's just for your weekly groceries, always check out coupons. And so I know it's kind of a hassle. People don't really like to clip coupons like they used to. But nowadays it's so much easier. You can download an app on your phone. There's actually one called coupons.com, and they have an app. You can download it, and what you do is you can just scroll through all of the manufacturers' coupons that are available, and you can select them in their app, and then at the end you can choose to just print them out and you can take it in the store like that. Or what I have been finding is, I don't know if you guys have grocery stores called Smith's, but we have Smith's here in New Mexico, and what they do is if you download the Smith's app to your phone, they actually preload the manufacturer's coupons onto their app, which is really, really convenient. So what I like to do before I go shopping, if I'm going to go to Smith's, is I'll open up their app and I'll look through all of their manufacturer's coupons, and I will select and add to my list those specific coupons. So at the end when I'm checking out, they just scan my phone and it automatically takes off all of those coupons. So that makes it really nice and convenient. Let's see, places like Target. So Target is a perfect one. I love Target. And if you download their Cartwheel app, that one has saved me, I think, let's see, I've started using Target Cartwheel probably 3 years ago, because, well, almost 4 years, so almost 4 years ago, and in that time span, I have probably saved over $600 using this Cartwheel app. So one, if you haven't already, sign up for their Target Red Card. So it doesn't have to necessarily be the credit card, which I do not have. I actually linked it to my debit account. So my bank account, they issued me a Red Card debit card, and it comes directly from my bank account, yet I'm still able to get the savings of the 5%. So if you guys aren't familiar with it, I highly recommend looking into the Red Card from Target, and also downloading that Target Cartwheel app. So I love Target because they always have different savings in different areas. So sometimes if you spend $20 in the beauty area, they'll give you a $5 gift card, and just different things like that. So you can definitely save yourself a lot of money, especially if you have one store in particular that you like to go to. The next store is Walmart. I think Walmart's their reward program is a little different in that you shop at Walmart, and then at the end you scan your you scan your receipt into their app, and what they do is really cool. They go out and they price match all of the other competitive stores equivalent to kind of like Walmart. And so what they do is they will actually issue you a refund of that dollar amount that you would have saved by shopping somewhere else. So what they do is, I believe you can just go request it, or you can save it for as long as you want to a certain amount, and then I believe you can go to Walmart and they will issue you a gift card, so a store credit for Walmart. So I think that's really cool. Like again, like I said, if you have a particular store that you prefer to shop at, definitely see if they have any programs or reward programs that you can sign up for and potentially save yourselves a lot of money. All right, the last one in this category is Ebates. So Ebates is a really cool program as well. It's an app you can download. And if there's something that you particularly are interested in purchasing from a particular store, you can go into Ebates and you can type in that store, and you can find whether or not they're offering cash back on that particular store. So Sephora, for one, is one that I frequent often, and they always offer 4% back. I think it's 4% on Sephora, and these they change all the time. So some of the stores, they'll run promotions and they'll give you more cash back or more percentage off that they'll refund to you by using that. And so I think you have to, so what you do is you go in through Ebates, you start there, you find the store that you want, and then you click on a link from the app and it'll take you to Sephora, for example. And then when you cash out, what it does is it keeps track of your order history and it'll make note of it, and so whatever your total was, you'll get 4% of that back in Ebates. And I believe with Ebates, though, you have to reach a certain threshold, so a certain dollar amount, before they will actually mail you a check in the mail. I think it's $10, but I could be mistaken. It may be $15. But anyway, so Ebates is another one, especially when you're talking about making a large purchase from Nordstrom's, Neiman Marcus, Saks, all of those different stores. They are available through Ebates, so that is a great way to save yourself some money on some of these larger pieces. All right, the next tip that I have for you guys is wait for things to go on sale. So sometimes when you really, I have to say, like even at Target and places like that, I know that sometimes even Costco or Sam's Club, they have their promotional deals that they do on a monthly basis. And so it seems to me like they cycle through the different items. So for example, at Costco, I like these protein shakes. I drink them every morning, and so those are things that I absolutely must have when I do my shopping. Well, the protein shakes that I like, they're not inexpensive, they're not cheap, they're not super expensive either, but hey, if I can save money on them, why not? So I know that they will go on sale from time to time at Costco, and so I usually wait for those things to go on sale. And I can save, $4 to $5 on things like that if I just wait. The same thing with Nordstrom. You know from time to time they will be running sales, and so if there's a particular item that you're really interested in, if you just wait, you may find that item on sale. So other stores, are the same way, Target, especially when you look at coupons. So something interesting that I picked up was, because I got into couponing there for a while, and something that I noticed was when manufacturers put out coupons, they usually release them like a week or two before the store will actually put that item on sale. So if you just wait a week or two, you can actually get more money off of the item by combining the store's discount plus the manufacturer's coupon. So that will really save you a lot of money as long as you're patient and can wait for some of these things. All right, the next tip that I have for you guys is to sell stuff. So I know that at least for me, I have a closet full of items that I may not use as much anymore, or maybe they're just out of, especially if they're trendier pieces, maybe they're just not in style anymore. And so you have all of these things in your closet that are money, that you can turn around and sell to make some money for yourself. So some places that I have sold things are eBay, Craigslist, let's see, on Facebook groups, etc. So those are all places that I can just straight sell my items, and for a percentage, obviously. So I think eBay takes 10% of your sales, the total sales price. Craigslist obviously is a local thing, so if you, the only thing with Craigslist is you have to take time out of your day to meet somebody to deliver the item, obviously. And let's see, what else? Facebook, usually those sales I do through PayPal. So if I do the PayPal invoicing, the item is covered for both the buyer and the seller, and PayPal charges a 3% fee for that, for those kind of transactions. So those are ways that you can sell your items. Another way that I have done, and if you guys haven't checked out my ThredUp reveal / review video, please do so. But ThredUp is another one of those online consignment places that will purchase or you can sell your items on their site. And what they do is they'll just cut you a check for what they value your items at, or if it's on consignment, then once the item sells, they'll mail you a check as well. So those are all things that you can do with those unused items that you have in your closet, and it's kind of, win-win. You're cleaning out your closet and you're making some money. So hey, who doesn't like that, right? Okay, so number 6, save money where you can. So this one is a little interesting because this one is one that we just kind of recently stumbled upon, or that I recently stumbled upon, but it kind of benefits the whole family. But that was, things around the house that you may pay for on a regular basis that you don't even know about. So what I mean is cable bill, for example. So we were paying an outrageous amount for cable. Well, if you look at it, we have 2 little boys, and let's be honest, they rule this house. So what they primarily watch are cartoons. And so here we were paying, for a cable bill for, that had HBO and all of these additional, channels that we weren't even watching anymore. And so what we figured out was, let's try Fire TV. So we canceled our cable bill, and we went and purchased a Fire TV. It was like $89, and it was a one-time fee. And because we have Amazon, we're Amazon Prime members, you get all of these videos and movies and music and everything else that comes with an Amazon Prime subscription. So it's kind of like Netflix or Hulu or something like that. But anyway, so we went ahead and we canceled our cable bill, and we went ahead and got a Fire TV. And I can tell you guys, we don't miss it at all. I lie. I do miss Game of Thrones because I love Game of Thrones. So I did have to fork out, and I broke down and I purchased the HBO Now app to go on Fire TV, and I think it's like a $14 a month subscription to that. However, it's much better than paying $180 or $200 cable bill every month. So well worth us making that change in our life. But other things like, I know that I was paying for a Pandora radio subscription. I think, it was minor. It was like $5.99 a month. But hello, $5.99 a month adds up. And especially if you're not using it. So that's what, is really the kicker here. Look for things that you're not really utilizing or maximizing, that you can just save yourself that money. Another one that I was doing was Sirius XM. So in my car, right? So you guys know that when you purchase a vehicle, it comes with like a 6-month trial subscription for XM's, Sirius XM radio. And so when it came time, but they're tricky because they make you enter your credit card information, right, to activate the service. And then if you don't call to cancel that subscription, then they automatically charge you. And so those are things that a lot of us just don't even, realize that that's happening. And so for me, I'm not in my car very often. Luckily for me, my commute is pretty short right now. And so the other half of the time, when we're in the car as a family, and we're talking, and we're, listening to music. And I should rephrase that, we're listening to the kids' music, which is usually, something that I downloaded on my phone, that I'm playing through Bluetooth or something like that. So really not utilizing that XM radio subscription. So went ahead and canceled that. And if you guys are familiar, that's another $100, $120 a year. So that's another added savings for me. Tip number 7 is try not to spend money on yourself. So I laugh because that's a really hard one for me, especially because I am a shopper. So not gonna lie, definitely probably on the shopaholic list. But this is one that I find I can save a lot of money. So I know it seems pretty obvious to some people, but I'm talking about those little things that you say to yourself. Well, it's only a lip gloss, it's only a lipstick, it's only, $1, it's only $3, it's only whatever the amount may be. We justify it to ourselves time and time again, and these are things that we can save a lot of money on. So I want you guys to try this. If you are like me, just try this and see if you save yourself some money. But just for a month, try not spending money on yourself. Obviously you have to buy, your regular groceries every week and your daily, your home essentials and stuff like that. I'm not saying, don't buy anything. But I'm saying when you're standing at the grocery checkout line and you see that magazine and you're like, ooh, I want to buy that. Stop yourself and say, hey, that's $3 that I can save. And just see how much you can add up by the end of the month and see how much you can save. Just try it. Okay, number 8, think twice. Do I really need this item or want this item? That's all. Think twice. Sleep on it. Number 9, if yes, then save up for it. So it's really easy. If there's something that you really, really want, obviously the best advice is for you to just save your money, until you can save up enough money for those items. Again, all of these things that I have talked about, 1 through 9 at this point, you should be trying to sell your things. You should be, trying to save money where you can, and you'll start to see that all of this is going to add up to huge savings. And, hopefully you can put that money aside and start saving for things that you really want. So let's just face it, luxury items, it's not cheap, and we all know money doesn't grow on trees, unfortunately. So we have to make, we have to do it for ourselves. And so hopefully utilizing all of these tips and tricks will help you get there to where you can save up for it. And even if it's a large item, which I know, when we're talking about thousands of dollars for some of these handbags, I know it's really hard to save up for these items. But even think about it this way, even if you save up a portion, a fraction of what that handbag costs, think of it as your own coupon when you go into these stores and you make the purchase, and maybe you don't have all of it, maybe you are going to put some of this on your credit card, but think of it as, in the back of your mind, you're going to say, you know what, this item is $1,000, but I know that I've already saved up, some of the money. So when I go to actually make the purchase, it doesn't seem quite as daunting, to hand over your credit card for $1,000 when you know in the back of your mind you've already, saved $500. So hey, look at this way, you've already paid off half of that handbag. So just, saving like that, and especially when you're making these large purchases, at least for me, sometimes I feel a little guilty, because I know that these aren't things that I absolutely need, but, they make me happy, and that's fine. We all work hard, and we can, when we can, we should spoil ourselves a little bit. So that's my tip on that. So my last and final 10th tip is credit cards. So take advantage of using credit cards cashback rewards programs. So cashback rewards programs are wonderful. For instance, I have a Chase Freedom card, and I believe they pay me back 1.5 points for every dollar that I spend. So that's just savings. I mean, that's just crazy not to take advantage of that. However, the flip side to this tip is, nobody needs to go into credit card debt. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is be smart about it and pay off your credit card bill every month. I know it's hard, I know it is, but if you're saving money and you're selling items and you're doing things that can help you save up some of this money, then paying off your credit card every month in the end is going to be, it won't be such a big task, right? Because you should have this money saved in a savings account and that you can just pay your credit card bill off. So that's it. Those are all my tips for you guys. So I hope you guys found this really helpful. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below, and I will be happy to answer any and all questions. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. I love you guys, and thank you so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!